Saudi Arabia over the last 3 years has really performed at record levels when it comes to projects, activity, contract awards. Last year saw a record high for any country in the MENA region. In fact, a record high for many countries globally of $155.7 billion worth of contracts awarded in the kingdom. That in itself was a good deal higher than the 2023 number, which at the time was a record in itself. That's more than double the 2022-2021 numbers, and obviously far higher than previous years.
Saudi Arabia is undergoing a historic transformation, driven by rapid population growth, an ambitious development agenda, and of course the Vision 2030 program. We are seeing unprecedented demand for infrastructure and public services. The volume of projects that we have requires more participants to come into the market. It's a very big market and there's room for new entrants to come in. There is a lot of developers, local developers that have kind of grown up with the PPP, let's say, program over the years, and they've become regional sort of champions. There's a lot of very capable contractors in their own right that are maybe a little bit new to PPP, and we've seen them invest in building teams to be able to deliver that. And of course, there's a lot of international companies that are very interested to come in. There's a lot that have been here for a long time, but the new ones that are coming in, they're looking to partner with the Saudi, let's say, contractors, so they can marry the local expertise and supply chain sort of understanding of the local players with maybe the PPP experience of the international players. So there's a lot of room for the market to grow. I think it's important to realize that governments, or let's say government entities that are not familiar with PPPs or that are new to PSPs, they're used to dealing with contractors, and it's a different relationship when you're looking at a PPP. So there needs to be planning on the sort of procurer side or the asset owner side, let's say, in terms of how do I manage this contract long term and how do I get the best for government and private sector. We've seen some good demonstrations of how government and private sector can come together to resolve issues in the past in PPP contracts, but we want to make sure that it's a very systematic process to make sure that that speed in resolving things is critical. The volume of projects, both from an investment perspective and let's say the breadth and scope of our opportunities is so vast that we need the private sector to step up, and we look forward to working with you all in future projects.